You might not know the word EMAW, but they do in Manhattan, Kansas. It means every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child is a Wildcat and loves Kansas State. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Right back to the well.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He's got an open man. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. Runs through the tackle. It's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And, man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for them.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Wants to throw. It's McNamara. Looking to the end zone. Fires and picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not...
Off he goes! And an explosive play, has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Kansas stay quick to the line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Giddens. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. With the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running back goes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
It's still 3rd and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fighting off the defender. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Hawkeyes are on the move. They'll go back to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's McNamara. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The expressway is wide open. Running in inside the 20. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
Going up top. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Kansas State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down to start the drive after the break. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attack.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Quarterback checking off. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wildcats! Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Offense lining up quickly.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Hawkeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. To the air, it's McNamara. Got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Kansas State.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D-linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's McNamara. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good up.
Makes the catch down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Kansas State pushing the pace. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Iowa Hawkeyes taking on the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee in this. This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Iowa Hawkeyes taking on the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To throw, it's McNamara. Pulls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And I'll tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Michigan. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. To the air, it's McNamara. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Feeling some heat. And the defense... Getting the quarterback down at the 44. This is a 3rd and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Edwards. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there. 3rd and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first? Man, that's going to drive this defense.
He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Wolverine!
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the wheel route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs to buy some time. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
At midfield, he's got room. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed on the outside, it's Loveland. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unleashes one. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He's out of bounds. Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. On the move, it's Singleton. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off play action. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That play. Never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
How about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Allard. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on it.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He throws into the middle of the field. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the play fake on first down. He makes the catch. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on the second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. On to attempt to try. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he makes the catch. That's a giveaway.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The give.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six for our offense.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. At the 20, he's got space. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Back to pass. It's Aller. Fires into the end zone. And the ball is picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Ready to fire from the pistol. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Quarterback will audible. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Unloads to the right. Snags it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. The give. Strong, firm tackle. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go hurry up here. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wolverines!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on.
Oh, look out! The stiff arm, and now he's got room. The 30. The 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking for a gap. It's Singleton. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
On the move, he fires. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. Still running at the 40. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw, it's Orji. Now improvising. He'll throw one to his right. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Oh, the attempt is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Leaves it with the back. Oh, the quick spin move. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be...
Touchdown, Michigan. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The give from the gun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's open on the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The Nittany Lions get enough to move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Dialing up a second down pass play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
It's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to...
Snags it on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Scanning the field, it's Orji. Looking left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. He chucks one out to the right. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Michigan 20, Penn State 17.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Getting some heat. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The play action fake. Going for the big play. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
He's going to fire deep. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
With jet sweep pass. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. To the air, it's Aller. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?